New York talent uncovered, uncovering the undiscovered. Uncovered. New York talent undiscovered. New York Talent Uncovered introduces you to undiscovered talent, giving the talent a platform to express their art form while giving you the opportunity to meet them and enjoy their artistry. Hello and welcome to New York Talent Uncovered. My name is Kelly and I am your host. I am really excited about this show. The person that is my guest today, she is a friend as well as she was a classmate of mine. In 2017 we met. We took a music production class together. Her name is Angel. You'll meet her in a minute, but I want to tell you a little bit more about Angel. So I was fascinated by Angel. I was asked to do a final project for this class. I decided I wanted to do a podcast, and Angel became the topic of this podcast because I wanted to know more about her interest in music. So Angel agreed. I did the podcast, and needless to say, I got an A. This is a little bit more about Angel.
You've had the taste of fear, right? So bittersweet, never had lights. Black and blue, cause you can't fight. Shit, Muhammad Ali. He will float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Bittersweet, maybe can't pay the bills. Live only one life, I gotta make a meal. Gotta get out these peas, I deserve a hill. These vultures eat more than me, you know how that feels. Nigga, you don't. Powdered water milk, cinnamon toast. Searching for my pop, that nigga was ghost. He loved the cocoa, that nigga loco. Angel above, they cut his clothes, he ran to the light. God save me, Lord, spare my heart. Can I learn for the best?
The song that was playing behind her slideshow, God Save Me, is one of Angel's original tunes that just gives you an idea of her talent. And as I said, Angel she's a poet, she's a lyricist, and also a producer. She's also a basketball star too, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later. So now I would like to introduce you to Angel. Angel, welcome to New York Talent Uncovered. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm good. I've been busy, and I know you've been busy too, and I know a lot about you, but I want the viewers to know about you. Could you tell us a little bit about your musical journey and where you're at now? Please catch me up too, because I haven't seen you in a while, and I really miss seeing you.
Miss seeing you as well. Well, as of right now, musically, I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm opening myself to performing more because that is something that I have to do more to, get more exposure. But I'm in the process of creating a mixtape, possibly an album.
So now I know that you started writing music when you were, how old were you?
I started writing music when I was about 13 years old, but I started writing music consistently when I was 17 years old.
Tell me about your first song.
My first song was about my father not coming to my 8th grade graduation. I was very upset at him because I wasn't living with him at the moment and I didn't get to see him as much as I'd like to. So I thought that he just didn't want to come to my graduation, but at the end of the day I found out that he was hospitalized, and I felt bad after I made the song, because I didn't absolutely understand, but right there in that moment I knew that music was a way for me to express myself.
Yeah, I mean, when you play the guitar, I know my husband plays the guitar, it's different because it's not like the keyboard, right? Like the keyboard, you have the keys and they're black and white and you got this full spectrum of keys and it's easy, but on the guitar, what's the hardest part about playing it?
I would say the hardest part about playing the guitar is actually playing the notes, like hearing it, because you can know how to press the chord, but you may be holding it wrong, so it just sounds like garbage, and then you become discouraged because it's like, this doesn't sound well, I'm just put it away. That's with anything that you do though. Like if I was to do that with basketball, when I first started shooting, I wasn't even hitting the rim, yet alone hitting the backboard. So I had a coach telling me, aim for the box, but I couldn't even reach the box, you know? So I could have just threw the basketball to the sideline and just said, forget it.
So your practice is that whatever is difficult, you keep doing it?
Yes.
Yeah. How hard is that, though?
To keep going?
Yeah.
It's not that hard, you know? It's really a matter of knowing what you deserve for yourself. You know, you have to look at yourself and say, I want to be great. You're looking at all these people that are great, and you say, wow, that's my idol. I look up to this person. But you should look up to you.
I agree with you. But there must be someone that motivates you.
Of course.
And who is that person?
Musically,
is it one
or
person? It could be musically.
Right now, my favorite artist is Boogie. I'm not sure if you know him. He's from Compton.
I don't know no Boogie. I know that's why you said that, because and people don't know there's quite an age difference, even though I consider you my friend. And I learn a lot from you, like you taught me, like, what is trap rap? I had never heard that term before, but tell me about Boogie.
Boogie just came out with this album called Everything for Sale, and it's just like, it's mind-blowing. Like, I look up to him because he's so poetic, and he kind of comes from a lifestyle that I've lived. I don't really know his lifestyle too much because I'm also caught up in my own, but just through the message of his song, I can relate to him so well. And he's like he overcomes the barriers of everything that he's been through. Is
that what the song is about? Is that that's his story?
That's just what I get from the music.
That's what you get from the music. Does your songs reflect your life and what you've gone through, or people around you, or a combination of both?
Yes. Like, what I've gone through is a big part of my music, you know. But I'm coming to the stage where what I've gone through is not overpowering my music. It's more so, what can I do from what I've gone through? Because, like, in the past, I knew that I loved music. I knew I wanted to do something with music, but it was also therapeutic for me. I didn't know how to take my emotions out of it while still leaving my emotions in it. I was too attached to my emotions while trying to write.
Oh, that's very interesting, because I wonder, for most artists, is that a problem? You know, do you wear your heart on your sleeve in your music, or do you use that to motivate you to express the message, you know, without putting your heart on your sleeve? So it's there, people connect, because for me, music, I connect with your music because there's something about the lyrical flow. And it's something that I can identify with. Sometimes I don't even know why I identify with something. It's just something goes off in my brain. And that's what happens to me with your music. You're connected with it somehow, I don't know. So I think it may be, I'm not sure, I'm not really a writer per se, but I can say that when it comes to emotions and music is what I connect to. And I feel like the artist, there must be a story behind that. Like, I know you're going to do a song later for us called Paid.
Yes.
And you sent me this track, and I was like, wow, no, actually I heard it on SoundCloud first. And when I heard it, I didn't even say anything to you. I just shared it. I'm like, she is so dope. Now, I knew that already, but I'm hearing Paid, and I'm listening to your skills at mixing, because you also amazed me in that way. Like, you took, I remember, from one semester to the next, kind of jumping around, but I remember from one semester to the next, you came back and you were singing. I'm like, wow, do you remember that? I said, you got so good. And you said, well, I've been practicing. And I said, well, tell me what you've been doing. You know, it was the same thing when I heard Paid. I felt like you mixed it, but I wasn't sure. So my ears now are tuned differently. So, man, I mean, the connection is there because sonically you did a great job. The connection was there in the vocals that I heard because it sounded so good to my ear, and it showed that you put a lot of work into it. I mean, how many hours a day do you spend in your music?
Literally all day.
All day.
Like, the only times that I wake up, the first thing I do, I pick up my headphones. My sister says, these headphones are going to take over your life, Angelique. You don't even listen to people anymore. You just use your headphones all day. I put my headphones on, listen to music. I see okay, what can I learn from this type of style of music? After that, I practice my guitar. After I practice my guitar, I listen to a beat, I start writing, I freestyle, then I practice my guitar again, then I go in the studio and I start recording. And by the time my sister's home from work, and now we're talking about our lives and how we can grow, or we're writing music together.
So you spend literally all day on your craft because you enjoy it.
Because I love it. It's
Because
not that I enjoy it. Like, you talked about how I share my music with you after class, but you seen me after my third class in one day. From the first class, I'd be in the hallway sitting down in my book like this. Everybody's like, hey Angie, or hey, what's up? Just like this, you know? And then, well, they'll say, hey Angel, because after a while I felt more comfortable with being called Angel rather than Angie, because my name is closest to Angel. You know? And that's what really struck with me. But I'd be writing it down, and by the time it was time for us to be in class together, I was done with a song. So I'm like, oh, Miss Kelly, listen to what I have so far.
So when you let me hear the song, you mean you literally wrote it that day?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's pretty talented. Sometimes I know my husband is a songwriter. It takes him months to come up with what he needs. But you know, the thing about you that I like as well, that I noticed, you can just freestyle. I remember you came over to our house one time and the band was rehearsing down in the basement. And I have the video, actually, I might show it. And you're down there and you're freestyling, and they was like, wow. Like, you came up with something on the spot. Like, how do you do that? You know.
My friend Eli, he's also an artist as well. He's the one that got me into it. I looked at him one day, I was in the library, and he was just freestyling, like at the table, just go like this. I'm like, what is he doing? But I know it's some music involved because he's involved into it, you know. Music is one of those things that makes you go like this.
You know, I know.
So I'm looking at him, I'm like, what's up, what are you doing? He's like, I'm freestyling. I'm like, can I join? He's like, yeah. Mind you, I've never freestyled. I'll do it on and off, but I never really did it consistently. I started freestyling, but he's like a freestyle whiz. So he's freestyling, and I'm listening to him, I'm going in. He's like, after, when everybody left, he's like, you know, you're nice. I was like, thank you. You know, I'm feeling a little subconscious about myself. Like, I'm not nice, and maybe I'm alright, you know. But he's like, nah, you're nice. Just keep doing it, and I guarantee you're gonna be nice, you know.
How long ago was that?
2 semesters ago.
2 semesters ago. And I know you're going to be performing live a lot now. You said you're doing more of that. How does that feel? Because I know you're going to be performing for us, and you're going to be performing before potentially 500,000 people plus.
God willingly.
God willing. Well, we are delivered to 500,000 homes in Queens, just to start, and then possibly in other boroughs, and also on my YouTube channel, New York Talent Uncovered TV show. So how do you feel about performing here today?
I'm humbly blessed, you know. Like, I'm blessed because I'm at a situation where I'm exposed to a lot more stuff that I've never been exposed to, but I'm also here with somebody that I trust and that I feel comfortable enough with to not feel shy and to not feel antsy about messing up or, you know, shaky because I don't know you and I don't know how you're going to think about me. Whereas I know everything with you is true and pure. So I'm just thankful.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that you connect with me that way because, you know, it's like a give and take kind of thing. Like one of the things the professor said was that, wow, you know, Angel is an interesting subject, but there was a comfort level in your podcast that it must be something mutual going on between you guys. He said it was great. I said it just fell naturally. It was just like I was connected to you, and I'm so glad. I am thrilled that we have this relationship because it helps me grow. It really does, and I love being around you. So this is a treat. So I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. Here is Angel with her new song, Paid.
I wanna flap my wings like a bird, and I wanna sail across sea, explore the world, and I wanna grow up strong like my mother. I wanna finance grow
moment in time when everybody in the world will combine their money to feed the hungry. Rather waste your bread and go down with designer clothes. Tell me what's the price of your soul? I bet you speechless. Money comes around and it goes, man, you could keep it. Circumstances need a change, buying material things. I was a victim to that flash life, but then I gave up on my past life. Used to spend 300 on my fresh J's. There's a possibility that they may be fake. Ordering on eBay, stacking up my feet game, just so I could fit in. Had to rethink, thoughts running in my head like a relay. I'ma be the anchor, finishing strong through the tape. See you later. If you wanna prosper, then you gotta save your paper. Lord, I need some new ways. Yeah. To get paid, get paid, get paid. 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 To get paid, get paid, get paid.
That was Paid by Angel. Angel, that was dope.
Thank you.
Wow. Tell me more about Paid and what inspired you to write that.
My sister and I, we spend countless hours during the night staying up 3 o'clock in the morning talking about ways to get out of poverty and to get what we deserve in life. And you know, it's like, it's not about the money, but we need money in order to be where we know we deserve. And so the first thing I thought about, I'm like, wow. In 2016, I was in Kansas with a full scholarship. Lord knows where I'd be right now if I'd stayed in that school and I would have graduated. I would have had a better paying job, you know, like everyone says to get. But I came back home and I'm hearing my sister, and like I've witnessed her like be a waitress and have to take people's, you know, nonsense just to make it by and skate by. So I'm like, Lord, I need some more ways to get paid.
So how are you going to get paid?
By giving to people, you know, like one of the first things that I'm doing, well, one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm giving people free studio time. And it's called Help Me Help You. And I figure that we expect people to do so much for us. We expect everything to come to our ways and life to bless us, you know, God to bless us, and we don't do for others, you know. So I feel like that's one step to get a financial support, giving to people the little bit that I have, you know. Like there's artists that are dying to to put music out there, good or not, you know, potential or no potential. They're dying for that moment of just seeing how would life go if I was to record a song. I don't even know what studio to go to. I don't know how much it costs, or maybe I do and I just don't have the money for it.
So you give them free time in your personal studio?
Free studio time, and I also show them that I care. I'm not gonna be there and just throw you in the booth and say, oh yeah, go ahead, record your song. I'm gonna build a relationship with you. From the moment, I'm gonna make sure that I show you my smile, my genuine personality, and I'm gonna tell you like it is, you know, like your song has so much potential, or like I feel like you could tweak this word a little bit, and I'll say, look, I would like for you to do the same for me. And I'll let them know, like, I'm doing Help Me Help You. Like, the only way I can grow is if you help me grow.
So you're both growing in the process. But how do you find these artists?
I put it on my Instagram and my social platforms.
Really?
Yes.
How has the response been? Overwhelming or?
It's growing.
Okay.
But I make the time for them, you know, and like I'm blessed to have a job where like I can work when I want to.
Oh.
So I work around people's availability. So I say, when are you available? What time are you available? So it just works for them, you know, like if it works for them, it works for me. And I'm just so excited. It's like to the point where like, I learned these people's songs, you know, like, and I started singing it, and I'm really into it. And it builds up their confidence as much as it builds up mine too, because I know how it feels to look at somebody and like, they really know my song. They're really singing my song right now.
It is good to get feedback, even if whether it's positive or someone telling you, you know, that's good, but, you know, because you got to be open for both, right?
Look, I remember when I first started writing music, I've had people tell me, not directly that I wasn't good, but they would just say, I don't know, like, why aren't you playing basketball? And I'm just like, maybe because that's not what my spirit is telling me to do right now. But you know, in the moment I was so hurt. But all I needed was you have potential.
But does that help you grow when someone says something negative to you
Of
about?
course.
Yeah.
You just smile because like in the beginning it's just like that's the devil being busy, trying to stop you, trying to stop the image, trying to, you know, hurt you intentionally. And that's where I come in. Like most of the people that I've recorded, they're new artists, you know? And I'm just thankful for that.
Right.
Because I was also blessed to have my first song that I ever recorded done by this girl who was doing free engineering.
Oh, really?
She emailed me. She DM'd me on Instagram like, you're dope, I want to record your song. And she's like, whenever you're available.
So listen, I want to just change course a little bit and talk about, I know you're not a basketball player or you're not playing basketball, you're going to always be a basketball player.
Of course.
But I'm following you on Instagram. I see you making those shots and you're pretty good. So what's happening with basketball?
I think that's going to be something that I use to give back to my community. Because like over the summer last year, I was training these children, four kids, 3 guys and 1 girl. And this girl, like, she just seen my father and she was telling my dad, like, yeah, Angel, she's my mentor, you know? And it made me feel bad that I stopped training these children because I wanted to focus more on music and I wanted to focus more on school and I wanted to focus more on my personal basketball, you know, life. But I'm like, I don't have the heart for basketball, but I have a lot of knowledge of what it takes to get to the next level of like the goods and the bads. Like it doesn't matter how good you are, how bad you are, just focus on your grades and try your best. And through all of that, you'll make it in anything that you want.
And that's something that I notice about you, Angel. You know, it's always coming from a positive direction. It's always coming from, I want to support and give back. Like try or be. You know, I met you, and when I met you, you asked me to donate some clothing for the homeless. You and your siblings were collecting clothes for the homeless. That's admirable. A lot of young people are so wrapped up in themselves for whatever reason. I'm not here to judge. Even me, and let me start with me, you know, that we forget to give back, but I notice you always want to give back, and I appreciate that just as a member of the human race. So I know your next song is called Setback, and before you perform it, could you just give us 30 seconds of what Setback is about and what inspired it?
Setback is having a major fall, being at the bottom of the pit of the ocean, to be flying amongst the birds in the sky.
All right. Well, thank you, Angel. It's been such a pleasure having you. We're going to go out with Angel doing Setback, and I'll come back for a few moments, but I want to invite you back to watch us next time on New York Talent Uncovered. New York Talent Uncovered gives a platform to undiscovered artists, giving them the opportunity to share their talent while giving you an opportunity to meet them and enjoy their artistry. Here is Angel with Setback.
Mine is setback for me to come up, dialing on my line, cause you know I finna blow up. Mine is setback for me to come up, never held me down. always held it down.
Always held it down.
Minor setback for a major come up. Dialing up my line, cause you know I'm finna blow up. Minor setback for a major come up. Never held me down.
Never.
I've always held it down.
Always held it down.
To be my friend is a luxury, you was under me. Baby, you should get on my level and match my company. Your energy is killing me, closer to my enemies. Laughing in the devil's face, I tell him you ain't getting me. Rock me like a baby, slept on all the deadly. Diving into tidal waves because I know I'm wavy. You played me, you betrayed me. But there's a part of me that feels like you done saved me. Had to smoke and drink about it, you done drove me crazy. Sitting on my ass in my bag, being lazy. I plus you was a dynamic duo. You the fruits of my blender, but baby, I've got the juice. Only thing that's forbidden is if my lips stand on you. Share your body for closure, what you expect me to do. Keep my composure with you, I swear it's over for you. You say me casa tu casa, but you ain't good with the crew. Bye bye, cry, cry, my, oh my, oh my. Your lies inspire me, the tribal kid inside of me, a product of the trier B. Minor setback for a major come up. Dialing on my line, cause you know I'm finna blow up. Minor setback for a major come up. Never held me down.
Never.
I've always held it down.
Always held it down.
Minor setback for a major come up. Dialing on my line, cause you know I'm finna blow up.
Hello?
Minor setback for a major come up. Never held me down.
Never.
I've always held it
I've
down.
always held it down. Hello, I'm Angel. I'm here with Miss Kelly. New York City, New York Talent Undercover, right? I'm sorry.
New York Talent Uncovered.
All right, New York Talent Uncovered. Okay. Hello, I'm Angel Elaine. I'm here with Miss Kelly. New York Talent Undiscovered.
Keep going.
New York Talent Undiscovered. I'm representing the.
Uncovered.
Okay, Uncovered. New York Talent Uncovered. I'm Angel Elaine. I'm here with Miss Kelly, and I'm representing New York Talent Uncovered. Thank you for having me. Uncovered. New York Talent Undiscovered. I'm sorry. Don't laugh at me.
New York Talent Uncovered. Uncovering the undiscovered. Uncovered. New York Talent Undiscovered. New York Talent Uncovered introduces you to undiscovered talent, giving the talent a platform to express their art form while giving you the opportunity to meet them and enjoy their artistry.